What's up, my friend? How are you? I hope you're having an amazing moment as you are watching this video. And my gosh, I have spent many moments this morning in thought of you. I've been thinking about you in terms of how I can help you, how I can best serve you, how I can best show up for you. And the only answer that keeps coming to me is the importance of me showing up in realness of what is. You know, I keep thinking about, because the trouble that I get into sometimes, and I say trouble, it's not like, anyone's punishing me, but the trouble that I get into sometimes is I am highly intellectual. Are any of you watching? Are you in this space in between your ears a lot? I am highly intellectual, and through all of that, I try to process things and I try to think through things, and I have this big, huge, massive desire to serve you, so much of my own experience over the really significant transformation of my life over the past 5 years has really been on aligning myself back with myself. And that might sound a little bit weird, even if it's coming out of my mouth. I'm thinking, did that even make any sense? But the reality is that it's very true for me. I have a lot of clients that I work with who will say things like, I don't know who I am, and I need to figure out who I am, and I need to, figure out my purpose, and all of that stuff. The words figuring out and find out, these are all intellectual words, and they're not words of your heart. They're not words of your soul. And all of that stuff is designed to keep you running in circles, kind of spinning out, because the truth is everything about who you are, the truth of who you are, the truth of your purpose, it's already in there. And what it's more about is taking off the stuff that doesn't serve you. It's more about setting down the perfection and being. It's more about just stop with the trying so hard and just allow. It's more about slowing down instead of plowing through. It's more about presence over protection. Presence over protection, man. The moment as it was unfolding was never safe for me. Mostly because I didn't allow it to be. Mostly because I constantly believed I had to do more and be more and achieve more, that who I wasn't enough. And in retrospect, I truly believe so much of that is because I wasn't really connected with my own self. I was running around from person to person, completely exhausted, because I was always trying to be who you wanted me to be, who you needed me to be, because I truly believed if I could achieve that, then I would be worthy of your attention. And for me, that attention meant that you loved me, and if I was getting love, that meant that you approved, and if I had your approval, it was like ding ding ding, I won the jackpot. And so I would just bust my butt trying to be that for you, and I was exhausted. I remember my high school drama teacher wrote in my yearbook a version of, I know you'll be successful at whatever you try to do as long as you don't burn out before you're 30. And I think so much of that, y'all, is because I was just trying so hard all the time. Everything was like, go, go, go. It was super intense. And now it's just not cute. It's just not. It's not cute. Take your cape off. You look ridiculous. And I say that with a lot of love because I get it. It used to be, for me, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. It used to be that it was embarrassing for me to really be present in my body, to really just be who I was authentically and unapologetically, to just allow what is to unfold and just really be who I was. And let me tell you what I did. I projected all of this shit onto other people. I pretended like all of this was your issue with me. Like, well, if you didn't demand these things of me, if you would just let me be me. But the truth is, the only person that was keeping me down, that was holding me hostage, that was keeping me trapped, y'all, that was me the whole time. And I was projecting it on you as if you were the one who had that power. You didn't have any power, because even those of you that I asked to give me this approval and you gave it to me, it wasn't enough. So what I really want to impart on you today is your inner critic, that person who is holding you down, that person that is keeping you hostage. They're not on the outside, they're on the inside. And that inner critic, she's mean. She's a brat. You're the one that's in control. She doesn't rule you. This body, this is your house. And so instead of fighting up against her all the time, I want you to get on your team. I want you to be on your side. I want you to advocate for your own self. I want you to own what's really happening and hear those voices and call it out, because so many times we pretend that what's happening isn't really happening, and we think that we can manage it if we keep it under wraps, which is a lie. That's a lie. All that does is keep you stuck. Pretending something doesn't exist doesn't make it go away. It just prolongs the pain. Pretending prolongs the pain. Period. Own it. Get the voice out of your head. Get it out of your mouth. I've touched the depths of my own rage. And I know that there are a lot of you out there that are really angry. I know there's a part of you that is clawing to come out. And it gets unleashed on your kids and on your partner. In reality, the person that you're the most angry with is yourself. Because you're spending most of your days beating yourself up hard. I mean, you do everything hard, right? I know I did. So when we go in, we go all in, right? What I want you to know is that it is possible to turn that, to touch that rage and turn that rage into love to the same degree. But the only way out is in. The only way to the other side is through. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, I couldn't do it on my own. I had to have somebody who had touched the depths within themselves, so I knew that they could handle mine. And if you need somebody, if you're looking for somebody, if you're feeling completely, if you know you need somebody, if you're feeling completely and totally out of control internally, and that's causing you to try and control everybody, your partner, your kids, the people at your job, the weather. If you are hyper controlling of everything that's going on around you, I know because I've been there. It's an indicator of how out of control you feel inside. And it doesn't matter how much whiskey or vodka or wine you drink. It doesn't matter how much you smoke. You can numb it out with sex and shopping and shove as much food as you want to into that hole inside of you. But you are the one that you're waiting for. You are the one that will complete you. And I want to do every single thing that I possibly can to help you heal that relationship with yourself. It is possible. I love you. I appreciate your willingness to listen to the raw realness from my heart today. And I hope you let me know how I can best serve you. Be well, my beautiful friends, and you will be hearing from me more soon. Take care. Bye now.